Now I can't find where I'm checking in for my flight to Dublin. Aha, we're up the stairs apparently. So you go up some stairs and then go down this weird walkway. Alright, looks like a long check-in for my flight. So, let's see if we can do it online first, shall we? Oh dear, online check-in is unavailable, so we're going to have to join that queue. Awesome. So just going to sit and wait to be the last to check in. But then I remember that sometimes these full service airlines, Aer Lingus today, that sometimes they overbook their flights, so you might want to be one of the first to check in rather than the last. Look at that. 1 in 50 chance of it happening, and we are flying on the Aer Lingus retro livery A320. How cool is that? I'm not going through boarding yet, just because look at that. This airport, absolutely ridiculous. They get you to just go in and stand around like you're hemmed in, but you go to, well, if you remember my failed trip to see União São Gilloise away in Portugal, I got stuck at Bordeaux airport that time. Maybe I should go up and get through in a moment. Very excited to be going on board that. Look at that. That is retro to the max. Based on their 1935 livery. Delivered to the airline in 2011 to celebrate the airline's 75th anniversary, and still running strong in that retro livery. Wow, look how crowded in we are. You think the EU was the kings of the kings and queens, I guess, of social distancing just 2 or 3 years ago. Full on scramble. It's more like Ryanair than Aer Lingus today. Look at that. Takes you back to like the glory days of aviation, that livery, doesn't it? How cool. I feel like I've just stepped back into the 70s or something. It's great.
Oh my God.
Very good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. You are very welcome on board this Aer Lingus service 551, shortly departing for Dublin. In order to help us achieve a speedy departure and as a courtesy to your fellow passenger, we ask where possible that you step in from the aisle while stowing your hand baggage. This will allow your fellow passenger boarding behind you to pass by.
Look at this, what a magnificent aircraft. Maybe I've just been too used to my cramped little ATRs and Dorniers on Origny recently, but look at this.
That gentleman.
Big seat, headrest. I like it. Everything's perfect, including the colour of the lighting.
Cabin cruiser stations.
It's nifty, you just connected. So obviously I'm connecting on to Guernsey, aren't I? Gone north to go back south. And that was, I must say, a lovely flight over with Aer Lingus. Really enjoyed that one. Had a good nap. Really comfy seat. And do you know what? I paid 40 quid for that. Because I used about, I think it was 4,011 Avios points. Planes, trains, everything would be proud. Beautiful. Didn't even have to go through security again. Love it. There we are. Guernsey. Gate 207 apparently. There's a famous US pre-clearance area at Dublin Airport where you can pre-clear US customs before heading over there. So when you arrive in the States, you're treated as a domestic flight. See that one over there, the Vida Road, that's going to Bergen. It's off to where Kim lives. And here we are off to where I live. Oh, beautiful ATR. We're going home. Hope you've enjoyed this one. See you on the next video. From a noisy Dublin airport. Take care. Over and out. Off to Guernsey we go.
to adjust his mind. I'll be out the captain and start to observe